What's up, y'all? It's KMedulla with Sip Talk, where every day is a great day to create. Remember, passion fuels your purpose. So today we're going to be sipping and talking with Sir Calloway. So tell us about yourself.
All right. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely.
My name is Sir Calloway. I'm a hip hop artist, actor, writer, poet, Dirty South native. I am all things creative.
Hey, Dirty South creative.
Dirty South native. I am all things creative.
So you were down south ATLian. So how has Atlanta changed and where do you see it going as far as the creative world?
Well, Atlanta has definitely changed a lot. It's evolved. Where it's going, we have yet to see that. But, you know, coming from where I'm from, it was just a hell of a time. You had to be there. You know, old Atlanta raised me. Wasn't nothing like it. Yeah.
Okay. So how has your creative process been affected by COVID-19 and just the different social injustices that's been going on?
Well, you know, when the pandemic first jumped off and everything touched down around March, truth be told, I was in a state of shock. And I think a lot of us were. I honestly don't know how I felt. It was a sense of, it was uncertainty, you know, and the last thing I wanted to do was create. When it all jumped off, like everybody like, oh man, this is your time. You should be writing, you should be creating. It was empathy on my level. You know, I was hurting for the whole world, so I could not create, you know, but when the injustices started to come to surface and, you know, the police brutality started being exposed once again, then that's when all of a sudden, you know, I got that fire in my belly and my inspiration. You know, my inspiration just, it comes from, you know, horrific things, unfortunately and fortunately.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. It's just, it is just really hard because, you know, it's how we are affected by it. It's just like, you know, especially as creatives, you know, we feel everything so deeply and things that are going on in our lives in the world, you know, we're able to create from it. So there was a time where it's just like, you know, you sitting with yourself and you just trying to figure out like, damn, what am I gonna create? But it was, you know, the things that was going on in Atlanta and the rioting, it just like, it made you feel like, okay, I have to do something, whether, you know, it's having a podcast, talking about it,
right,
or, you know, doing a mural, or just, you know, protesting. Because one of my friends, he was like, yeah, like, come with me to this protest. And I was just like, I don't really know, because people been getting shot and rubber bullets, and I'm just like, I don't really know how I feel about that. But
right,
when I was protesting and I was holding that sign, I was just like, I felt so empowered and just like, I don't really understand. Just, you know, because of my color, you know, you feel some type of way.
Right.
So because you feel some type of way, I feel some type of way.
As you should.
Yeah. So, you know, and just even going to college, and I had roommates that were of a different race, and, you know, and they didn't treat me a different type of way because I was black. And like, I definitely saw the difference of, you know, how I acted because I'm black, how this person acts because they're white, but it was never, you know, just like any weird chemistry between us. So, you know, I'm still kind of, I'm not gonna say I'm in denial, but it's still kind of just confusing, you know, and I still just, I don't know. So, yeah.
I totally agree. You know, like I was saying, you know, as us as creatives, it's like, where do I start? Now with COVID, it was a certain type of feeling before the global protest began. With COVID, it was more so like, I don't feel like freestyling right now, bro. You know, I mean, what I'm known for on Instagram is, man, you ain't kick no spoken word. And they call me Notebook Shawty. That's my alias. So they was like, you ain't Notebook Shawty. You ain't writing nothing, man. We waiting to hear from you. I could not think of anything to save my life, nor was I trying to. Last thing I wanted to do was make a COVID freestyle. I didn't want to get at no juice. It didn't deserve no juice. It didn't deserve no energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me figure this out. Let me figure out where my next check is coming from. Because I was unemployed like everyone else. Let me figure out where my next meal is coming from. Let me survive the day. Let me survive 2020. But then when the injustices started happening, oh yeah, I think they woke the sleeping giant in us all. We had all been in the house for 3 months. Bruh, we wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't having it. And then that's when I came alive. I'm like, okay, bruh, this is your element. This is your lane. Because I've already, I've written records about, injustice and racism. That's my lane. I talk about truthful things in my music. So I'm like, okay, it's time. And even more so than just getting something creative out of it, I think it woke up a lot of things that has been going on in this country for like too long, and it's been sliding for too long, and it needed to happen.
I agree, because during the whole quarantine, we was able to sit down. It's like, like we about to do sip talk, like we had the concept for about a year, and we just like, we just gonna go ahead and create it, and we changed like a whole scope, and it's like, this is something that we need to talk about.
Right.
I might not be creating artwork about, why Black Lives Matter, but I'm just like, I have a voice, and I want to create a platform and inspire people. So here we are, guys, on Sip Talk.
Absolutely, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of y'all. This is very inspiring. I'm loving what y'all got going on.
That's always the goal, to just try to help people with mental clarity. Even before then, you guys, I was so nervous for this episode. I don't even know why, but even when we were doing the meditation and I was just breathing, and which brings me to my next question, is just, what is your advice for people who are seeking for, to balance themselves with things that's going on? Some people might still be out of jobs, or, every day going to work because they're essential work, and they're thinking like, am I going to affect somebody? So what is your advice, or breathing techniques or something to help our viewers?
Right, to basically deal with like the clutter, the noise of life. Life can get really noisy, right? For me, exercising. I started exercising real heavy around November of last year, and as a result, I feel great. I try to eat a lot better now. I ain't all the way where I want to be. I love my 20-piece mile with the lemon pepper sprinkles.
I was about to say, because I'm about to get me some fried chicken after this.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. As you should. But, some clean eating, some exercising, definitely meditation, reading, and things of that nature. And unplug from the matrix every now and then, too. That's a lot of the noise is coming from the outside world with, social media and the news. And sometimes you got to turn that off, maybe pick up a book. Play with your kids, spend time with your family. All of that stuff is therapeutic.
No, absolutely.
And creating.
And creating.
You put that paint to that the paintbrush to that canvas. I put the pen to the paper, and then it takes us away. You know what I'm saying?
Just however it is that you're creating, whether you might be writing or painting, just being able to just express yourself and kind of try to understand, how you feel about everything that's going on. Absolutely. Self-care is important, so drinking tea, like right now I'm drinking ginger tea from Sit Museum, because I was clogged up some, so Sir Calloway, he got some weird green stuff in his cup. It looked healthy. I don't know what it is.
Matcha. It's powdered matcha tea with coconut water, a pinch of turmeric, and some protein powder. I'm not gonna plug the brand because they ain't cut no check, but it's really, really good. And hey, boom, we in there like swimwear. We feeling good, feeling great.
You said it with turmeric. I try to put turmeric, that seasoning, in everything. I can put it in tea and green beans, just whatever. Like I ain't getting no COVID-19.
Brush your teeth with it.
I never thought about.
They got toothpaste with turmeric in it.
You heard that, you guys. Brush your teeth with turmeric.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited, you guys, to get into this show and tell segment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let Sir Calloway blow us away.
What's happening? My name is Sir Calloway, also known as Notebook Shawty. I'm at that Low Breed camp, and I'm here on the SIP podcast. I'm gonna perform a piece for y'all called Boil Advisory. It's a current single that I'm promoting. The video is now available on YouTube. The song is available on all streaming platforms.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3
These are critical times, political guys with criminal minds keeping the US citizens blind. With agendas and lies, and it is a crime, but baby, that's the way the system's designed. Dear Mr. President, we just living our lives in a country where brutality is minimalized. We're being hunted and picked off by the hundreds, unarmed and murdered, mostly black. Those are facts. What them Republicans gonna do about that? Jack shit, except secretly think that's what you blacks get. I'm at the voting polls, feeling lost like a remote control, tiptoeing on the edge of an open hole. Yeah, y'all done dug a grave for this country. Built on our backs, we done slaved for this country. And although I was raised in this country, things are looking grim and I'm afraid for this country. You hear them levees breaking? That's the sound of your worst fears confirmed. And flood water start elevating. FEMA camps, they try to put us in some tents. Think they want to kill us off like the citizens of Flint. Who the hell pumping poison in the pipeline? City officials trying to shorten up my lifeline. Man, this is unjust. Civil unrest, so they unleashed them canines and sick them on us. Demonstrators arrested for their thoughts and beliefs. Protesters shot in the streets for throwing rocks at police. How could you rape and pillage a sacred village, then turn around and tear gas the natives years later? It's a state of emergency. They wage war, only impoverished, population control, occupations on hold. One day the sun rays will burst through these gray clouds, but until then it's anarchy, martial law, curfew. And that's Boyle Advisory by Sir Calloway. Again, the video is now available on YouTube. My YouTube channel, you can find me under Sir Calloway. The song is available on all streaming platforms under Sir Calloway, produced by Spitwell. I can be found on all social media. My Instagram is @SirCalloway, SirCalloway. Same with my Twitter, same with my Facebook. Yeah, Notebook Shawty.
That was dope. I hope you guys enjoyed that because I know I did. I had chills. I'm still cold from it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for sipping and talking with us, Sir Calloway.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I definitely enjoyed you on the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And what are y'all doing today? What is it that you're creating? Drop your comments below. Let's sip and talk about it. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at Sip Museum ATL, IG Sip Museum ATL, Facebook, folks. I didn't forget about y'all too. Sip Museum. We're gonna see you next time on Sip Talk. Peace.
Peace.